It's Monday or Tuesday. It's morning or the afternoon. And it's
macabre or it's quaint. What's the opposite of macabre?
Welcome to Tuesday afternoon quaint with scones.
Bro, we talk about tiny houses.
We talk about tiny house. We love HGTV. We're going to do a whole hour about different kinds of home and garden.
I
we're going to trade
like we've
spaces.
Said that Joanna Gaines is our goddess at one point in the show before, like in season 1. So.
I did. If you go to the website and check the source code, most of it is references to Joanna Gaines in the comments. So, little fun Easter egg for you all. Speaking of Easter eggs,
that'd be amazing if it was true. Oh man.
Now we're doing a trading spaces with Barack Obama and Bruce Springsteen, and so
there's
they're
a
going to do our
podcast out with Bruce Springsteen and Barack Obama.
Yeah, I don't know what it's called, but
is it like where boomers fight millennials? Because those are like a boomer icon and a millennial icon walking to a bar.
Yeah, it's a UFC cage match, and you get to listen to the audio only. So it's kind of mostly just grunts and.
I swear to God, if Obama loses for us millennials to Bruce Springsteen in a fight, I'm gonna be so mad.
So yeah, we're doing a trading spaces situation with them. They're gonna come and do Monday Morning Macabre. We're gonna talk about whatever they talk about, and it's gonna be really exciting.
What kind of dumb, unimportant stuff do they talk about?
I don't, dude. They're probably like, legislation's weird.
Why does everybody want
Oh my God, Droopy Dog! I didn't know you were in studio today.
Guys, it's been a while, but I wanted to let you know that everyone's really. Oh, my wife's here.
Anyway, that was Droopy Dog came by for a second.
Everybody, Droopy Dog! Cue the
Yeah. Bruce Springsteen and Obama have a podcast. Welcome to Monday Morning Macabre on a Tuesday. We apologize for the delay. We were on our honeymoon. We've got big news.
Big news.
Big news.
Life-changing news.
Officially married us.
We did it.
We should have like a Marvel Civil War, but like a Scones Darce Civil War.
Oh, now we're talking, dude. Who gets Droopy Dog? Who gets Sean?
It'll be Droopy Dog. We'll get all the forces together on each side and have a Monday Morning Macabre Civil War. I think this is
audio
big money.
Gold.
Audio gold, baby. But tonight, today, whatever. But today.
But tonight.
But tonight.
But today.
Scones will be presenting the spooky, scary Spookathon today. And I will be enjoying it.
And we are going to be talking about the disturbing mysteries of New Mexico's Dulce Base.
Dulce Base?
Dolce and Gabbana.
Yo, band, play us in, bros. The Dulce Base?
Dude, our band just slapped the Base. Let's give them a round of applause. Another applause.
Hey, we don't give them enough round of applause. Hey, everybody, clap it up for the band.
I want to make you have to put in as many applause sounds.
I'm going to be here late editing, baby. You guys are not getting this episode until Thursday morning. The Dulce Base in New Mexico. What's up with New Mexico and UFOs?
Can we talk about Dulce Base? I've been dying to talk about Dulce Base.
We've been hiding from the listeners our fandom of Dulce Base.
And I've been trying to talk about it. Finally got around to it. We're going to be talking from an article from one of our favorite websites, allthat'sinteresting.com.
Also, I'm going to preface this with saying I have no idea what the Dulce Base is. I assume it's a base made of milk.
Oh yeah. Milky Cocoa Puffs.
Yeah, that's it. Super spooky.
This article is by Marco Margaritov, published April 22nd, 2021. So this one's fresh. This is a hot one off the presses.
Certified fresh. Rotten Tomatoes, where are you?
Oh, the ink is still coming off on my fingers as I read it. It's an old-timey newspaper article.
Oh, my drawings are coming to life. Not Squidward Raccoon.
Family Circus is coming out at me. All right.
Oh, man. The kid from Mad Magazine.
Kathy's in my apartment yelling, "Ack." All right. So that's...
People are going to be like, what the fuck are they
some
talking
of our
about?
younger listeners are not going to know what I'm talking about.
And some of our older listeners, keep on keeping on, baby.
Hey.
Live free or die.
Yeah, wear your bandanas proudly. All right.
Hell yeah, brother.
So for decades, UFOlogists or UFOlogists?
It's not ufologist. I'm going to stop you right there.
So it's not.
It is not ufologist.
So they took the abbreviation or the, what do you call it? UFO and just stuck it in UFOologist.
I see that there's no, it's like ATM machine.
Yeah, I don't like it. Anyway, it's just all one word. It's grammatically, it's a nightmare. Anyway, have claimed.
But so is English, so.
A social commentary.
Gotcha.
Let's not get political, Darce, all right?
Is that social commentary?
Let's not get political, all right? Calm down. UFOlogists have claimed that extra. Okay.
Okay, you go first.
Okay.
No, you hang up first.
UFOlogists have claimed that extraterrestrials experiment on humans with the military's help inside a secret base underneath.
Like in college?
Ew. Underneath the Archuleta.
Sexy aliens. This is never going to end. We'll never get to it.
This is just like the subtext of the article.
UFOs, sexy? Find out more.
On Monday morning
BuzzFeed. Top sexiest UFOs. Number 1, Bill Clinton.
Just play the saxophone. All right. So UFOlogists claim that extraterrestrials experiment on humans with the military's help inside a secret base underneath the Archuleta Mesa in Dulce, New Mexico.
Okay, I'm in. I'm hook, line, and sinker on this bad boy, Scony.
The quaint desert hamlet of Dulce, New Mexico has fewer than 3,000 residents, but it doesn't even have a traffic light.
What?
That's crazy. My town has a traffic light.
My town has a traffic light too. That must be so much smaller than mine.
So much smaller.
I've got at least 2.
But the unassuming little community is a hotbed for UFOlogists. An alien conspiracy
There is a lot of alien sexy subtext here.
There sure is. An alien conspiracy theorist.
Aliens.
And sexy alien conspiracy theorists. This is how you sell a podcast, listeners.
Sexy aliens in your area.
Who all believe that below the town is a secret 7-story military facility known as Dulce Base.
Is it still called stories if it's going down? You know?
What would you call it?
I guess it is.
Chambers?
Oh, I know, negative stories? I don't know. I'm not a construction worker. All right, get on my back. I don't do blueprints, baby.
Yeah. Let's not make it political, listener. Anyway, while tales of unexplained...
So you're just de facto like...
That's yeah.
Like, sir, you were speeding. All right, let's not make it political.
All right, guy, come on.
All right, guys. Like, I'm not a guy.
I got enough of this on the news,
sir.
all right? Let's not make it
Please
political.
get out of the car.
While tales of the unexplained centered around regional deserts are nothing new, the legends of a New Mexico alien base picked up steam in the 1970s. It began with a state trooper who spotted a strange craft in the sky and mutilated cattle on the ground in Dulce, New Mexico. He also found gas masks nearby which he believed indicated government involvement, because no one else is allowed to have gas masks.
Because if there's one thing I know about gas masks, is that they've only been created by government for government purposes.
They only bought by the government at Army Navy stores.
They still put them there, but you're not allowed to touch.
Perhaps most incredible were the claims of Phil Schneider, an alleged former government engineer who claimed to have helped build the Dulce, New Mexico alien base in 1979.
Rob Schneider.
Ron Diamond.
That is only for us. Continue.
He claimed that he and others encountered aliens during the construction, but that military service members engaged in a gun battle with them. Also, no one says gun battle.
Yeah, I was going to say it's a gunfight.
Or
wait, they engaged with the aliens, you're saying?
He and others encountered aliens during the construction, but that the military service members engaged in a gun battle with them and later brokered a peace deal with the alien beings.
Like playing Civ 5 Alien Edition? What is it?
Pretty much.
All right.
Although no hard evidence has emerged, rumors continue...
How is there no hard evidence of a military gunfight?
They like to clean up. They got gas masks. It's a whole thing. Don't make it political, Darcy.
Yeah, you're right.
All right. Although no hard evidence has emerged, rumors continue to circulate of strange goings-on in Dulce, New Mexico. So let's talk about the early rumors about Dulce Base. I've been dying to talk about the early rumors of Dulce Base.
I love it when we get to the early stuff, the before they got big and their sophomore album dropped, where it was like a little too corporate, you know?
Yeah, I think the Dulce Base's B-sides are almost better than any of their actual albums. All right.
Yeah, their demo tape honestly just sound like the production quality isn't as good, but I think it's just more raw and real.
And if you're not listening to it on vinyl, you're a fucking dumbass.
Yeah, let's not get political.
Dulce is home to the headquarters of the Jicarilla, Jicarilla Apache Reserve. Jicarilla or Jicarilla.
I think you're making it worse by continuing to attempt.
Apache Reservation of northern New Mexico and is largely inhabited by indigenous peoples. Despite its small population, it draws heavy tourism by UFOlogists who host an annual Dulce Base UFO conference. That must be some of the worst kind of tourism to have come to your town.
That's some elderly ponytail action there.
That's like when like the the local shop has like, we sell milk and we sell UFO milk.
Yeah.
And it's like everything's just labeled weirdly to try and sell.
Yeah, and it's just like the gift shop type store where it has, instead of like Dulce Mexico, it's something UFO related on all the sweatshirts and all the shirts, and that's their only thing they've got going for them. That's that and no stoplights.
Yeah, I've been to like I've driven through like the very small town in Washington where I guess Twilight is.
Okay.
And everything there is like, you can buy firewood and then you can buy Twilight firewood. Which is just firewood with glitter on it.
Are you team lumber or team Tinder?
Big Tinder.
Big Tinder.
Ew, hashtag Big Tinder.
Hashtag. Are you team log cabin or team teepee?
Ooh, this one seems like it could get political. I'm gonna stay.
Is teepee bad?
No, they're definitely teepee is lean-to. They're different structures, but
okay.
Let's.
All right, anyway.
It's important to note that the existence of the New Mexico alien base itself remains entirely unproven. Boo. We don't give a fuck.
Even that doesn't sound right to me.
Even as the legends...
I'm not vaccinated. I do my own
We're getting
research.
more and more political. Even as the legends surrounding it are well documented. Stories arose in the mid-1970s with New Mexico State Trooper Gabriel Valdez reporting a series of disturbing cattle mutilations, like I said before.
Yep.
According to Michael Barkin's A Culture of Conspiracy, Valdez claimed to have seen a sophisticated spacecraft in Dulce, Mexican skies near where Dulce Base is said to lie, to have found a mutilated cow with a dead fetus inside of it.
Ah, no.
This was no unborn calf, he claimed. It appeared to be a bizarre hybrid that looked like a human, a monkey, and a frog combined.
It's like the Jersey Devil.
It's like
I mean, not the same animals, but like a little devil child thing.
Yeah, essentially.
Cool.
Detritus surrounding the cattle mutilation suggested to Valdez that the government was involved and that the cattle were not ravaged by wild animals.
The fact that the cow was wearing a gas mask indicated that the government was involved.
The fact that the cow had government clearance ID card posted on it.
Top secret, baby.
The evidence was left there. You know predators don't leave gas masks, glow sticks, radar shaft, Valdez said. They don't leave that stuff.
This guy's really fixated on gas masks.
Listen, I've seen plenty of mountain lions.
I like his style.
And they might carry billy clubs and, and lighters, but not gas mask glow sticks.
But never gas masks. It sounds like that's the only kind of government equipment he knows about. So, like, he has to put all of his money on gas mask.
So Michael Barkin, the guy who I said was the author of A Culture of Conspiracy, is quick to note that the cattle mutilations are often tied to nearby UFO sightings. The political scientist added to the Colorado New... Oh, he's a political science? Oh, we might have to stop here.
Uh-oh. Might have to get a little... we're getting close to...
The political scientist added that the Colorado-New Mexican border region had become one of the most prominent sites in the country for both kinds of reports by the early 1980s.
Okay.
The claims reached far and wide and were followed in 1979 by stories from Paul Bennewitz, a physicist and Albuquerque businessman.
Mm-hmm.
Bennewitz allegedly intercepted electronic signals in Dulce he believed were emanating from deep below the ground and directed at a target too high for human activity.
Why was he just like recording signals?
Because, research? Well, he's a physicist. So maybe he's out there like trying to get some kind of radiation or something. I don't know. With a growing national interest in both cattle mutilations and claims of electronic signals, the Dulce Base legend was born. And boy, was it a star. Bennewitz in 1982 first posited that the secret base existed. He even published a paper titled Project Beta in 1988, detailing how best to infiltrate the facility. So this dude had a plan. He was the original Assault Area 51 post guy.
He was practicing his Naruto running, but also that sounds super illegal to make that plan. Dear government agent listening to this podcast, we have not made any plans to invade any kind of agency.
Well, to be fair, there's no evidence that Dulce exists.
Oh, that's a good point. That's like if you're like, hey, I got the perfect plan to invade Narnia, and then a cop shows up at your door, you'd be like, what the fuck?
No, you have to make it up even more than Narnia. You have to invade a secret underground government castle called Castle Pork and Forks, and you have to go.
No, dude, Pork and Forks is tougher than Knox. Castle Pork and Forks. I'd rather be Fork and Porks than Pork and Fuck.
I just
one of those is better.
I want to go down there and learn all their secrets.
Yeah.
By May 1990, John Lear claimed to have garnered, quote, 4 independent confirmations, end quote. The 7-story structure was real. Lear was a former pilot and government man, whatever the word government man means.
He had a gas mask.
Yeah. That's all it takes. And man, did that
he
guy
owned a gas mask.
Man, did that guy get political. He's a government man.
Oh, boy.
As well as the son of the inventor of the Lear jet. Wow. So people gave some credence to his claims. His detailed claims went so far as to describe different species of aliens who allegedly visited Earth. Lear's allegations served as the foundation for further claims about the New Mexico alien base. So let's get back. Let's talk about Phil Schneider.
Phil Schneider. Hey, Phil Schneider.
Battle
what
that
are
he
you
claimed
doing?
to have seen. Phil Schneider brought Bennewitz and Lear's claims out of the fringes with his public speeches and bizarre stories about the alleged base. Claiming to be
Nothing says I've got really good evidence than a dude who is yelling to the public.
For sure. I listen. Both ears open.
Hey, you're listening to this podcast right now, listener.
Claiming to be a former government employee and explosives expert, Schneider said that he was involved in the construction of Dulce Base. Perhaps most famous is his 1995 presentation in which he alleged that during the project's initial stages, the military encountered alien entities beneath the ground. Mm-hmm. And there's a YouTube video you can watch, the 7 parts of him telling the story of Dulce.
It's just a history of the gas mask, dude, I'm telling you. Just be like, invented in 1902.
He gives the entire speech in a gas mask. That's how you know he was there. Attendees of the Dulce Base UFO conference have disagreed, however. Whether Dulce Base was built deliberately as a research facility or after a nuclear detonation beneath the New Mexican desert in 1967. When the U.S.
Beneath the desert?
Yeah, when the U.S. government was merely attempting to stimulate subterranean gas reservoirs and encountered the cave-dwelling aliens.
What?
Imagine the U.S. being like, hey, we need to find gas reservoirs, but instead of drilling, let's just fucking nuke it.
Let's just you know how you make TNT in caves and stuff? We're going to do that, but way bigger,
That's how you do it faster. You just add more.
That's freedom right there.
Schneider, however, not only claimed to have seen the beings below, but to have lost several fingers during the firefight between terrified soldiers and frightened alien life forms.
What?
So everybody's scared. The terrified soldiers and the frightened alien life forms.
He's missing fingers.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a fact that we can check probably pretty easily.
Let me see.
Like, hold up a 10 for me, brother. He's like, I can do 8.
I assume he must not have the finger.
I mean, you can't bullshit that one. He's not just gonna do like a sly, like, okay, I'll curl these 2 and then throw my hand behind.
He's doing like the like severed finger.
Yeah, the severed thumb thing.
Like, ooh, and everyone's like, oh my god, it's real. Both origin stories of the Dulce Base legend have the U.S. government encountering various kinds of alien entities and brokering a deal for peace. While Schneider claimed that roughly 60 people were killed in the firefight below the desert, none of his statements have ever been proven. Nonetheless, he was certainly missing numerous digits while claiming as much. He died by suicide in 1996.
All right, I take back the finger stuff.
Yeah, me too. Also, I don't know the details of the suicide, so I don't want to speculate if you could like tie it into more conspiracy stuff.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, that's worrying that like it was not necessarily a suicide, you mean?
Yeah, but also I don't know the details of it, so it literally I don't know. Well, anyway, the Dulce rumors persist. There's no shortage of dubious illustrations of Dulce Base's layouts. So-called experts are confident it reaches 7 stories, like we've said, and 2 miles into the ground. With an increasing military presence, the deeper one descends into the bowels. So it's kind of like a video game. There's more military guys. The farther you get down, it's harder at each level.
Yeah, exactly. It's like Candy Crush, but
it's like, oh man, there's 10 army guys on this level.
Dang.
Got
to go do side quests for 16 hours and then come and one-shot them all.
Yeah. Yeah.
Baby.
Each floor is said to be designated for specific research. From mind control on human beings to genetic experiments resulting in alien-human hybrids. Which would explain, well, not the human hybrid part, but the hybrid experimentation of the thing in the cow stomach.
Yeah.
Some diagrams even claim that gray and reptilian aliens have their own housing there. So we got the gray aliens, kind of like our Hopkinsville goblins.
Classic. Yeah.
And then reptilian aliens who are real.
Kind of like Barack Obama.
Kind of like everyone running Congress.
Getting a little political, but you know what I mean.
While employees allegedly claim that the 6th floor, the so-called Nightmare Hall, was the most terrifying.
Oh shit, that's
of
the
all.
new name of the studio, dude.
Dun, 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 dun. This is the Nightmare Hall is that one that's not the final level, but it's definitely the hardest one.
Yeah. Where it's like level 4, and you're like, what the fuck is
the
it?
game
And everything else
designers
is way easier.
Didn't realize how hard they made it.
And you only know one combo, and it's just the counter to that one combo. So you're like, well, this is impossible.
Yeah, the only way you could have beaten it easily was by getting some kind of secret weapon, but you didn't know about it because video games are old and you didn't know about the secret chamber.
Yeah, listeners, you know what we mean.
You know exactly what we mean.
You all know what we mean.
It is here, allegedly, where the screams of human victims being experimented upon echo through the corridors. Schneider claimed that the conflict between various factions of aliens and the military eventually broke out, and the Dulce Base is merely one of 129 hidden facilities of its kind in the United States. Wait, hold on. My sandwich is here.
It's not a sandwich, Collins. It's the government.
Hello? Hi, yeah. Just leave it at the desk, please. Thank you very much.
So polite. Uh-oh, polite boy alert.
Oh, man. My sandwich is here. Not to get political.
What a polite guy. Leave it at the desk, please.
Hey, you can't spell political without polite. Except you can.
Wow. Except in one way.
I dare you to find another way. Schneider and his supporters have alleged that, man, I'm gonna stretch out. Hold on. Schneider and his supporters have alleged that the United States' so-called, quote, black budget likely folds in the secret research at these alleged facilities. The black budget is classified military spending and has been estimated to range between $50 and $80 billion, according to numerous reports, not to get political.
That's a good down payment on a house right there.
Amen, brother.
Amen.
Ultimately, UFO sightings in the U.S. have yet to cease or even slow down. It was only recently that the Pentagon had actually admitted that Air Force footage of unidentified aerial vehicles was real. I like he danced around unidentified flying object by saying unidentified aerial vehicles.
UAV, I actually think UAV might be the more modern term, actually. Once I put that into my head, UAE or V? Yeah, UAV, I believe is basically the new UFO.
Yeah, UAV is also used in underwater, though.
Also, if you get a 3 kill streak.
True. And that the Navy has drafted new guidelines on how to report unidentified aerial vehicles.
Yeah.
For Dulce residents, there's nothing new under the sun.
Check out Commander David Fravor.
Who?
He was a pilot who saw a thing. Anyway, that's just a thing. If you guys want to listen to more,
let's pivot onto that.
More UAV stuff, David Fravor, take a listen.
The whole town of Dulce, whoever you talk to, they'll tell you what they've seen, says Geraldine Julian, who claimed to have seen UFOs since the 1960s. It ain't just a fairy tale. All the things are true, and I believe every last one of them too, because I've seen it myself.
Every single one?
And I don't care what you say, I believe it.
I like her.
And that, Darcy, is the story
Dulce Base.
Of the Dulce Base in New Mexico.
Yay!
Yeah, put another one in.
Yeah, put another one in. I like it. I'm a fan. I've never heard of the Dulce Base. I feel like Roswell really takes the spotlight.
Yeah, it's cool the way that it's like they're not the government captured aliens. It's aliens and the government were like, hey, you want to build a sick base and fucking mess up cows? And they're like, government's like, hell yeah, we do it. Here's $80 billion.
They drove on their space motorcycle.
They called the president. They're like, we got a new target for the black budget, baby.
baby. He's like, hell yeah, brother.
Hell yeah. And then just starts riffing with Bruce Springsteen.
Eagle, American, like eagles are screeching, bald eagles. Anyway, guys, if you like the Dulce Base, leave a comment. Say, hey, and then insert your name, and then say 3 facts about you that you want us to know. Your favorite food. And then say,
make one of them
enjoy
a lie,
the Dulce Base. Yeah, 2 truths and a lie in the comments. You can comment on Instagram at Monday Morning Macabre, on Twitter at MMMacabrePod, or go to our website at MondayMorningMacabre.com.
And we'll try to guess the lie.
I will try and guess the lie. This is a great game. This is a new trend we're going to start with every episode. I'm a fan of Dulce. I liked that. I love alien talk. I'm a bit more on the skeptic side. But it's always
but I also like how they had like the multiple types of aliens. They had the Hopkinsville Gray dudes in there. They had the lizard people Greys that rule the government.
Right.
You had it all.
I like all those. You had it all. And now's our curtain call. It's our time to go.
Don't we have to say, check out MondayMorningMacabre.com?
No, I already did.
Oh, you did? Buy merch.
So, yeah. And buy merch and
we have
a good Monday.
Bunch of new Patreon listeners, which I'm stoked about.
Oh, yeah. Shout out to all the new Patreon listeners. New episode dropping today. If you're part of the Patreon and you want to hear more UFO talk, we had a full episode on UFOs on the Patreon. So drop those $6 and you get like hours worth of content all to yourself to do with what you please. We won't ask.
We won't tell. I never.
And above all, have a good Monday.
I gotta go get my sandwich. Have a good Monday.